Crowdsourcing is this buzzword that's been thrown around a lot the past couple years, and it means a lot of different things now, but the basic gist of the idea is that you're tapping into the collective intelligence of the public to complete a task. A task that would normally be done by one person at your company or a group of employees or even like a third party.
That is terrific.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
This is huge right now in tourism, especially amongst the big tourism boards, as they're realizing they can turn around to the online communities and basically get all these people to generate all this content for them. Tourism Queensland, with their best job in the world, all these hours of free content that these people created entries that essentially lives online now forever, that's the form of crowdsourcing. Tourism New Zealand is doing another competition right now with crowdsourcing. Pretty much all the big major tourism boards are doing this. But what do you do if you don't have the big budget of the big tourism boards? So if you're working with a much smaller budget, there's still plenty of options for you. Let's jump on my computer and I'll show you. Hello. Okay, so here are a couple of quick examples of crowdsourcing that you can try in the next couple of months. The first is to actually look at your customers and look at the community of people that are currently around you. We are launching a mobile phone product at Global Gossip, and about a month ago when we were coming up with all the different designs for the posters and stuff like that, I put up the early illustrations on this blog. And basically I was asking people to come up with some funny captions for each one of our illustrations. Let me show you what that looks like here. So this blog right here took me about 20 minutes to set up, and here you can see some very, very early sketches of all the illustrations. But basically within 48 hours we had all these people that submitted a whole bunch of different captions that were much more funnier than the stuff that I could have ever come up with. And the prize for coming up with the best tagline, if we were to use it, was 10 hours of free internet. So you can see this one right here has 29 comments on it. So the end product actually looks something like this. So out of this little competition that we did, a lot of the captions that we use actually ended up coming from our customers themselves. So that's one way of doing it. Another way is you can tap into one of these online marketplaces, and I'm only going to show you one, but there are literally hundreds of these that exist right now. One of them is called 99 Designs. It's a company out of Melbourne, Australia. And what you do is you post up a brief of what you need in terms of like graphic design. So it can be a logo, t-shirts, whatever you want. And then people from all around the world will compete to do the project for you. So let me show you what this looks like. So here we have a tour company from Boston that's looking for a logo for their beer tour. Right? So here, typically contests can run up to a week. We can see here that this specific contest has 65 entries in it. The winning design gets $150. And look at all the different examples of what people have come up with. So I mean, after a day or two, you might see, say maybe 10 different designs, and you go in and say, okay, I like this design, I don't like this design, and all these comments are all viewable by everyone. And then all of a sudden, every few days, your designs keep on getting smarter and smarter, and at the end of the week, you have a finished product that looks really good. So I mean, 99 Designs might not be the perfect marketplace for you. I'm going to put up a link of all these different marketplaces that exist now that you can do some easy crowdsourcing. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow.